is. Right. So what got you into branding in the first place?
Well, to be honest, I never had no intention of going into branding.
Really?
To start off with. I mean, when I sort of started this course, I was adamant on the fact that when I finish, I'm going to go into game design, concept design, character design, things like that. And then we done like a series of live briefs, as you've done or doing.
Yeah.
We've done like a Christmas e-card for Arup, the DNA deal, all things. Then we had one from Brand Opus. I thought, oh, that's cool. And we had to label and brand like maple syrup.
Yeah.
I thought, that's cool. They were getting teams. There's someone done the marketing, someone done the sort of ideas, where it come from, what to draw from, and I was just doing the drawings. I think, oh, this is kind of cool, you know. I thought, that's it, and then I just couldn't stop, and I thought, oh wow, this is really different for me than what I would expect. I thought, and I really got into it, and I loved it, you know. I thought, oh, fucking hell, you know.
All right. So is it more along the lines that you were introduced to something that you hadn't actually thought you'd be interested in?
But to me, it's just always sounded boring. Sort of branding, and I've done it, and I thought, well, no, this is pretty good. And then when Paul Taylor, when he come down because we had to present to him and stuff, when he came down, we'd done a little presentation. I thought afterwards, I'm just going to give him one of my business cards just to see what happens. I said, can I give you a call sometime? He's like, yeah. I thought, sweet. So I left it a couple of weeks, dropped him an email, said, can I come in for a placement for a couple of weeks during the summer? He's like, yeah, sure. I was like, oh, right. And then I went down there, which was really cool. I was so nervous. I didn't go for lunch the first day. I just sat there like that on the computer.
Gonna make a good impression.
Yeah. And then he put me on a project they were working on called Candyland, and it was all the sweets like refreshers, dolly mixtures, and it was unifying all of them brands into one, because they're all owned by one company, but they've all got their own sort of separate branding sort of thing. And they wanted to unify the whole thing, and I was just there to help and just see how like the other designers sort of did it and that. And I'd done a drawing. I was just doing the drawings. That you see that, and you thought, oh wow, that's pretty cool. And then it just went from there. And you kept extending the placement. Then I kept getting into it, and then it just sort of led to a job at the time, and that was it really.
All right.
And then just went to that, and then it was fantastic, you know. But the thing about it is, it's not just drawing a logo for something. Yeah. There's so much in it that I didn't know, like all these stories and all this like research that they do for each brand and logo, each design, all this like sort of thing. You don't see that on the shelf. Yeah. But you see all this stuff that goes into it, and it's like, oh, well, this is really technical, you know.
Oh, right.
It's cool.
So in your experience with Brand Opus so far, and anything that you've done before when you were here and when you were working to live briefs, what do you feel makes a strong brand identity?
Depends. I think it just sort of depends what you're working on, I suppose. I mean, to make a good brand identity, to make something that's memorable. I mean, if you take McCain, for example, when the McCain were, before they had their sort of, when they'd done like the redesign, it was just before I started. It was just like McCain had like a little black square on the packet, and it was like photographs of the food and stuff. And they wanted to redesign the whole thing. And again, it was this whole process of talking to like people that deal with psychology, professors, and all this sort of stuff to break down the word McCain. And they sent us all these sociology professors and stuff like that to get involved and come back with McCain. Like McCain means chaos, organic, And you think, okay, we'll work off of these words. These seem a bit more friendly than chaos and dark and and stuff like that. But then so much went into this sort of thing, and redesigned the whole brand. Done it all, redesigned the logo, the packs, without the consumer even knowing. So the consumer would just go into the shop for only McCain chips. Oh, there they are. Yeah. So doing that entire design thing across the whole thing, make it boost their sales by like millions, and then the consumer still knows it's McCain. They can still go into a shop and pick it out.
Yeah, there's no awareness of it, and like the big change that's happened.
Yeah, and like the consumers don't really know until they sort of look at it and think, oh, it's changed, isn't it? Yeah. And it's like, oh wow. And then it's this organic friendly pack, and like it's this big farm field, and it's across all of the packs now. So it's all like one thing. It is mental, you know.
Oh wow.
But there's so much that goes into each brand, rather than just saying, "Oh, we'll just do that. That looks good. Yeah, send it." It's all these processes that it goes through first.
Yeah.
All these like initial designs goes to the client. Yeah, I like this word. That's pretty cool. Come back. Then it goes off to research, and then like it comes back and you do like more designs off of that, and it's amazing. It's a wonderful process to watch.
I have to say, it's free answer my next question as well, because it was going to be like what sort of things actually go into making it. So I'll jump over that one. And go. Do you feel that brands can influence consumer decisions, like in terms of choosing one thing over another because it's more aesthetically
more recognised,
easy to them?
Yeah, it's always the way. I mean, we all do it, don't we? I mean, you go into a shop, you think, I want to buy a pair of trainers, and then you just instinctively just go straight to like the Nike section or something.
Yeah.
Just out of instinct, definitely brands. That's what their purpose is, isn't it? Really, like to grab you. That's what the whole identity is. Like when you go into a shop or a store, then brands are going to jump at you, and stick in your head. It's like a whole memorable thing. When you see a brand, and you see the shape of it and the logo thing. So when you go out, you think, oh yeah, I need to get a bag of chips. Instantly you think, oh yeah, McCain. If you ask someone, oh, give me a brand of chips, more likely they'll say, oh, McCain, Sainsbury's,
Yeah.
So that's the whole purpose of brands. They do influence you, definitely. People get obsessed with buying brands. Go and spend £300 on a Ralph Lauren T-shirt, but you get the same one in Primark for like £3.
Yeah. Okay. Who's the next one? All right. With that in mind, do you feel that brands have too much power? Like, for example, they can become cultural icons like Apple and Coca-Cola and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like Apple, you take Apple. I mean, when you get a phone, people got iPhones sort of now, and they just like robbed the market, more or less. And you think, oh, I've got an Apple product, it's quality, so it's not going to go wrong. I've got an Apple product, I'm cool, I look hip, I'm great.
Yeah.
People think I'm special. They definitely. I mean, there's a lot of power in sort of brands, and you do feel more when you go out and buy a Mac or something. You do think, I've got a Mac. I bought a Mac today,
Yeah.
And they do give you a bit more edge. I'll do it anyway.
Okay. Would you say product identity and individuality is a good thing, or is less focus paid to the product offered to the consumer?
Yeah, I mean, it all depends.
So, I was just thinking about how to rephrase the question. So, do you think that too much attention is paid to the product's form than its function?
There'll always be more attention paid to the form of the products and stuff. I mean, like stuff with McCain, all the stuff they've done for that, but the consumer don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know all the stories behind things. But I mean, people are starting to do things now to appeal to consumers now, like it's 15% less fat, or it's a recyclable bag, or stuff like that. Try and put things on packs so when they pick it up, think, oh wow, look, they really care for us. I have to buy this. And so it's like power again. So even though they feel like they're helping you, they're making you buy their stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like a win-win. Yeah.
Fair enough. Would you say a no-brand or anti-brand approach would encourage more conscious consumer decision-making, or do you think that branding is or do you think that branding could potentially be a tool in helping with consumer decisions?
Branding is something that definitely is. It does help people, because it's like that memorable thing. Things stick in people's heads, like when they're buying a brand or a shirt or a trainer or something. The brands, the logos, the things just stick in their head. So when they go shopping, I'll go get this. Right, it's over there. That's it. Done. It makes them feel safe because they know what they're doing. Take the brands of everything, people more or less probably wouldn't know what they're doing. But that's just sort of thing of approach. But then you could just do the same thing. Just take the brands off. I mean, all chips all taste the same, don't they? I mean, or trainers all do the same thing. But yeah, I mean they do influence you without you even knowing it. You know, you do it all day long. I go and buy a bag of crisp walkers. Have to have walkers. Nothing else will do. You know.
Yeah. Okay. In your experience so far, have you ever encountered any ethical issues when branding a product?
Yeah. I was doing some poster designs for a company called Serviceman, and they're a German food manufacturing company that distribute all food to like hotels and restaurants and things like that.
Yeah.
And I had to do a cover for their financial booklet, and it was just to show that it was a financial booklet. So I went through all these sort of phases of design. So I had like little piggy banks with euros falling in it, like all these like vector shapes. I had like just sort of euro signs. I had watermarks of banknotes, like these like geometric shapes and Serviceman logo in it and stuff. And then when we went for a review, because you do your designs, and then you go for a creative review with your design manager and stuff. They sort of go through them and pick out the best ones, and a lot of them you think, oh, we can't use that, like the piggy bank. It's a German company using a piggy bank. They might think like calling them pigs, you know, like greedy pigs, you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So you think, oh, okay, take that out. And with every design that you're doing, it's always the ethical issues with everything, because you have to be careful because some symbol or shape you put in there might represent something that might offend. And yeah, there's always stuff like that. I mean, Serviceman, what was the other one I was doing? That's something else. Anyways, a lot of, oh, what was it? Oh, damn it. Brain like jelly. I can't remember. But yeah, it's definitely, oh, what was it? Oh, I can't remember. But yeah, there's all the time when you're designing, you have to think like that.
Yeah.
You think, oh, do a little drawing. Oh, what's that? Oh, no, I don't know. No, I'll put this down and see what they think, you know, blah, blah, blah. Ethical issues, these political issues, you know, consumer issues. You get into the flow, the rhythm of it. So when you start designing, you start to think about these things when you're drawing and when you're designing things. So you instinctively just do it.
Yeah.
In a sense, you know, sometimes you might not, but sometimes you will. Like overcrowding packages, you think, oh no, it's too much around the brand logo, they won't see it, take it away, you know.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But yeah, there has been times. She was Serviceman.
Huh. Oh, that's interesting, and to be honest, that's pretty much all the questions that I have, and it's been really helpful.
Cool.
The only thing I will ask is that if you might be able to lead me in the direction of any other designers I can potentially interview to help with progressing this.
So no, I mean, I've got a mate of mine who's on this course, Theo. Apparently, he's in branding. He's just started a branding job. I can get in touch with him.
If you could, that'd be much appreciated, and that just gives me more points of reference, really.
I mean, even if you sort of email the branding companies for information and advice, I mean, some of them would be more than happy to help, you know.
Wicked. Alright, I'll take you up on that advice.
Like Brand Opus, JKR, Design Bridge.
JKR?
Yeah, JKR, Design Bridge. There's loads, really. Blue Marlin.
Brilliant. And obviously anyone else at Brand Opus as well, so
yeah,
make sure I make
I
a
mean,
note of
might say I'm a bit busy, or you know, or pop in or something, or they might give you some advice,
that. Yeah,
or some info or some stuff like that. I mean, they're more than happy to help. They're good like that.
that'd be fantastic. Okay.
I brought some couple of examples of bits if you want to see them.
Yeah, please, that'd be great. And I've also got